Morning everyone and welcome to Live Bird TV. So Boxing Day's finally here. I'm sure you're all buzzing, and obviously Liverpool having a massive game today away at Aston Villa, which hasn't been a lucky ground for us over the last few years. I know we won one late on, I think Robbo's header, or is it Mane's header, one of the two. I think Robbo did score in the game, but it's one of those games that can be quite tricky for us, and I do think today the first goal will probably be the most important one in the match, because I just think if Liverpool get it, Villa will have to come out, and then obviously Liverpool can then hit them on the counter attack. Unai Emery is a very, very good manager. He knows what he's doing. He'll have them defensively sound, which is why the reason why I think that we really do need to get the first goal today. I'm just going to go through my lineup that I actually think Liverpool should start with today. I might get it wrong. I'm not Jurgen Klopp, so bear with me. I haven't actually watched the pre-match interview yet, the press conference. I might watch that in a second. Probably should have done that before I went live, but it is what it is. It's Christmas. Yeah, that's another thing. Happy Christmas, and hope you all have a great New Year. Hope you all are not feeling too rough today. If you are getting Cura down your neck, I'm sure you'll all be all right round about the next couple of hours before the first match, which is Brentford-Tottenham, isn't it? So, my 11 for today. Let's go through that first. So, I would go for Alisson Becker in goal. Right back Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know he was ill, but I'm sure he'll be back today. If not, I'd start Ramsey. Could give Ramsey a go today. So Trent, if he's fit and well. I know Milner's injured. If not, Calvin Ramsey. It's what we paid, £7 million for. Let's see what the kid's got. Centre backs. Virgil comes back. So Virgil van Dijk, and I'd start Ibrahima Konate. Now I don't know whether Konate is okay after the illness he got in France. But to me, that's our best centre backs now. I mean, this is me going with what I want, not what I expect. So I would like today Konate to be partnering Virgil with Robbo at left back. Midfield three. That for me is Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago. They're the three I want to see today. We're going to need them three in the midfield. Fabinho protecting the back four with Henderson and Thiago doing the legwork in midfield, and obviously Thiago being the midfielder that creates all the creativity for us. Front three, it goes without saying. Salah on the right side, Darwin Núñez down the centre, and on the left side, I'd go for. This is a tricky position, isn't it? I know we've got no Diego Jota, no Luis Diaz. I don't know if Bobby's fit. Yeah, we'll probably do. If Bobby's fit, we'll probably do a 4. No, is Bobby injured? This is why I'm saying I don't know. If Bobby is fit, we normally do a 4-3-1-2, a 4-3-1-2 with Firmino dropping behind a 2 of Núñez and Salah. That could happen again today. We could have Carvalho, who's played very well lately. He played well against Manchester City as well. So we could have Carvalho just playing behind Salah and Núñez. So that would be an interesting one to watch. That's the tricky position for us, the left side. Because obviously it would normally be Diego Jota, or it most certainly would be Luis Diaz. So Núñez will score today. Do you know, it's weird you're saying that, Ben. Good morning, mate. Anyway, I've actually backed that on today's coupons today. I'll just let you know whilst I'm on here, because I've got it in front of me. I've got today in the game to be, scroll down to it, quite a few on today. Just bear with me. So I've got Darwin Núñez to score 1+ goals, match to have over 9.5 corners, and a match to have over 3.5 bookings, plus over 3.5 goals, along with a couple that coincide with that. So a couple of other games that I'm going to be watching today. So it's going to be great. That's what I can't wait for. Boxing Day is amazing. We've got all the football on. So yeah, so there we go. There's a tricky situation. So let's go through my 11 again. So obviously Alisson Becker in goal, Trent right back, or Calvin Ramsey if Trent's still not well, Konate and Van Dijk, and then Robertson. My midfield three would be Thiago, Hendo, and Fabinho. And my front three would be, preferably if we could get them in, Firmino playing behind the front two of Núñez and Salah. That would be great. If not, let's go for Carvalho on the left side, Núñez down the centre, and Salah down the right hand side as always. So that's what I'd go for, but it is what it is. Jurgen knows what he's doing today, I'm sure. Harvey Elliott will probably play because he likes him, and I do as well. So it is what it is. We just need to get the 3 points. That is the most important thing today. So here's my preview. So Today's match is a 5:30 kick-off on Boxing Day. So while the World Cup was a phenomenal spectacle, Aston Villa would have been ruined its arrival since they were gathering momentum after winning back-to-back Premier League fixtures heading into their hiatus. Hiatus, that's a really posh word, isn't it? Indeed, those were manager Unai Emery's first 2 league games in charge, with the Spaniard now aiming for history as he would become the first ever Aston Villa manager to win his first 3 league games in charge. Playing on Boxing Day could boost Emery's chances of unwrapping a late Christmas present, as the Villains have won 4 of their last 6 matches played on this day, losing 2. However, he'll have to negotiate a win over Liverpool for that to happen, something he hasn't managed to achieve since his first ever managerial encounter with the Merseyside Giants, drawing 1 and losing 5 since. I think he beat us in the final though, didn't he? He was Sevilla manager, wasn't he? Liverpool also head into one of the most goal-laden encounters in recent years, hoping to pick up where they left off before the break, having won 4 straight games in all competitions prior to the 3-2 midweek Carabao Cup loss to Manchester City in midweek. They too will be gunning for 3 consecutive league wins for the first time this season though, as the Reds continually aim to close the large gap between themselves and the top 4 after their poor start to the season. The Christmas feast seems to have been fuelled for the Reds in recent years, with manager Jurgen Klopp winning all 4 of his Premier League Boxing Day encounters by an aggregate score of 14-0. Now that's a good omen for us, isn't it? The last 4 Boxing Day games we've had under Jurgen Klopp has been a 14-0 aggregate win. A trip to Villa Park could see the goals continue to flow and a boost to their confidence too, with Liverpool's 15 Premier League wins there being their most at any away ground in the Premier League history. Didn't know that. I was actually probably thinking of the League Cup games we've lost there. With Liverpool's 15 Premier League wins, there has been the most in any away ground in Premier League history. So it's the most ever away wins in Premier League history is Liverpool's at Villa. Perhaps making this a timely visit as Liverpool look to get their faltering campaign back on track. The players to watch is Villa striker Danny Ings, who will come up against his former employers, having scored 7 goals in his last 12 Premier League appearances against previous clubs. Liverpool's Mohamed Salah enjoys facing Villa, registering 6 goal contributions in his last 6 games, scoring 5 and assisting 1. Hot stat, Aston Villa have seen the same half-time result replicated come full-time in 12 of their last 15 matches this season. Will not play is Diego Carlos. That was one of the reasons why Gerrard got sacked. He had his best. That was his record signing, Diego Carlos, with an Achilles tendon injury, and that cost him dearly. That did. And Jacob Ramsey, which I'm quite pleased about because he's probably one of their best youngsters. He is Ramsey. Questionables Coutinho and Martinez. Says Martinez needs a rest. He's a goalkeeper. He doesn't need a rest. Martinez will play today. Liverpool's are Arthur Melo, muscle injury, Luis Diaz, knee injury, Diego Jota, calf injury, Roberto Firmino, calf injury, so Firmino won't play today then, Curtis Jones, calf injury, James Milner, fire injury. So I'll go from my 11 again. It will possibly be now then, it will probably be a 4-3-1-2, so you'll have Alisson in goal, Trent right back, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho, either Harvey Elliott playing behind the front 2 of Salah and Nunez, or Carvalho behind the front 2 of Salah and Nunez. I'm going to put my lineup up in a minute anyway and see what it says here. That questionable for Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold with an illness and Konate with a rest, but he's had a rest now, so I'm hoping that Konate can come back in now, so that'd be great. The match is live on Amazon Prime. The referee is Paul Tierney and the venue is Villa Park. So I hope that wraps it all up. It looks like that Bobby's out anyway. So let's hope that we can get the 3 points we all love and want. And I'll be back later for a post-match interview video. You'll never walk alone.